Hi there! Now I will continue my build with starting to close in the deck. You see, I will put this piece in place, but before I can do that I need to level this area here. The centerboard case is sticking up a little bit too high, so I will have to take this down, and also this side piece that I haven't glued in yet needs to be leveled so it fits with the rest of the hull. Moreover, down here I will add this small piece of strip and make that level with this. Here I need to add a little piece to the bulkhead, and the same up here in the front. So there are some small adjustments that I need to do. And still I'm not done when I'm done that, because I also want to strengthen the centerboard holder. So that is what I'm going to start doing now. Outside I sand down the centerboard case until it's level with the bulkhead. The side piece isn't perfectly flush with the rest of the hull, so I mark where I should sand off some material and trim off a millimeter or so. After some iterations, I'm happy with the fit. The rest of the excess is trimmed off from the top. Until it's level with the bulkhead and the rest of the hull. Done with the dusty work, I move inside again. The centerboard will swing around a bolt, and that bolt needs a watertight housing. I measure out the location of the hole and mark it. The housing needs to fit the nut with some margin. Now I start gluing up what I have prepared. I start in one end with a small addition to the bulkhead, and then the last side strip to get level with the bulkhead. I use epoxy thickened with cotton fibers as a glue. Tape and clamps to hold the strip in place. Here I need to add a wedge to steer the pressure. Here is also a small addition that I need to glue in place. I use masking tape to hold the piece and clamp to get a tighter fit. I add a small piece to the forward bulkhead as well. I let it cure overnight. The next day I turn the hull on the side to glue on the side piece. I add glue to the joint with the bulkhead and put glue in the gap along the rest of the hull. Most strength will come from the glass strip. I wet out the strip on both sides around the joint. After another night of curing, I have flipped the hull over again, so that I can use gravity while gluing in the joint with the bulkhead. The swing bolt will need something stronger than glass to turn against. Thus I cut a small piece of stainless steel that I prepare a slot for. I need to make a hole around the swing area, but I can't fit the multi-tool. so I had to transfer the marking to the outside of the hull. With the screw I can see where the hole should be and drill a hole in the correct location. I mark where the stainless steel plate should go, so that I can saw holes around the place for the plate. Through these holes I should be able to insert a nut and a washer. But I don't want to make them larger than necessary to preserve as much strength from the material as possible. Now I start gluing in one wall of the housing. I secure the piece in place with one clamp through the housing hole. After a night of curing, I put glue on the second wall. I have made these walls this long to increase the strength, if I ever decide to make a hydrofoiling centerboard. Now I also glue in the stainless steel piece. The rest of the walls are put in place and secured with clamps. The walls are covered in glass to make the housing watertight and strong. As the wall is a little bent, I press it level with the screw clamp before glassing in the last wall on this side. The day after, when all is cured, I proceed with the other sides. It's a bit fiddling process. I also prepare the cover for the watertight housing by covering the surface in glass. The day after I continue with another side that needs cover. I need to sand the inside of the housing, but it's too tight to get in with the rasp. Thus I prepare a sanding stick by stapling on a 40 grit paper, so that I can sand the inside of the watertight housing. When all insides of the housing is covered with a glass layer, I prepare for gluing the cover in place. In the next episode I will continue with the preparations for putting the deck in place. Please join me then. And if you like this detailed building episode, please give me a thumbs up.